Hi, this is Melissa Crownover, and this narrated presentation is a weather report of sorts. First, we'll be looking into the modality and redundancy principles. This is needed in order to provide some background knowledge and to build out the foundation of what will be shown and talked about here. When we're referring to these two principles, it is important to note that they first share some commonality. They both focus on dual channels. The first channel we reference is where spoken words are heard through the audio channel. The second one is visual, where we see graphics and pictures and/or written words. They both also focus on reducing cognitive overload, as when the dual channels we described are used effectively, they can balance and intentionally prevent such overloading from occurring. The modality principle states that audio is preferred over written text, as written text and pictures are both seen, so they are in our visual channel. This could potentially overload our learning with too much in that single channel. The redundancy principle is instead concerned with showing what is being heard as written text that would accompany graphic illustration. So let's get back to my weather report. If I were to tell you that we were expecting a thunderstorm, I might tell you more about specific clouds that are moving in. These clouds are unique. They are the only kind that produce thunder, lightning, and sometimes hail. Although commonly known as thunderclouds, these are cumulonimbus clouds. This is being used as an example of a hard to hear or technical or unfamiliar word, which is why consideration is being given to not only say the word, but provide the written text. My message in this case is to convey information about the weather I'm describing, and since I provided you with some attributes specific to one very unique type of cloud, I also wanted you to see this word so it might resonate more. This also exemplifies another exception that Clark and Mayer talk about in their book with regard to the redundancy principle. It is okay and possibly even helpful to display a complex technical term along with audio and illustrations to reinforce what is said. The point of this was to share one example with you when it makes sense to combine words through audio and on-screen text. Since we're talking about the weather and clouds, we'll call these exceptions our gray area. This is an exception that is noted as a boundary condition, as I'm introducing a new technical term that might be a little more challenging to digest than the rest of the weather report being conveyed. Clark and Mayer provide a great deal of information that is helpful to understand the modality and redundancy principles in chapters 6 and 7 of their textbook, E-Learning and the Science of Instruction. My hope is that you've been provided some context to better understand these principles, as well as see an applicable boundary condition of the redundancy principle in action using dual channels. Thank you.